Hello everyone, I am Unsung, your friendly neighborhood NPC, and we are here with another class video in Pathfinder Kingmaker. Today we'll be taking a look at the Antipaladin. The Antipaladin is a modded class from Call of the Wild mod on the Nexus. Please go check it out. The link to that and all the other mods that I use in my game are in the description below. So let's dive right in. Alright, the Antipaladin. I'm a big fan of the Antipaladin because it's still kind of RP locked. Like, you kind of have to be evil. You have to be evil, and you still have to worship a deity. But, it's, there's a little more freedom here, and I think if you're going for an evil playthrough, this could be a fun one. Alright, so the Anti-Paladin. You have Smite Good, which does everything that Smite Evil does, but towards good characters. So you still get your Charisma bonus to attack rolls, Anti-Paladin level on damage rolls, bypass DR, and gain your Charisma modifier to your AC, just like a Paladin. You're just being able to smite good creatures instead of evil ones. Personally, I feel like this is a lot harder to use in this game just because I feel like there's more evil creatures that you fight than good creatures, but, I mean, go for it. Touch of Corruption takes place with Lay on Hands. You can basically do 1d8 points of damage for every 2 Anti-Paladin levels instead of healing. You can spend 2 uses of it to use it through your melee weapon instead of touching them. And then every few levels you'll get these cruelties, which are gonna be like similar to the mercies, but they're going to impose those effects on people rather than getting rid of them, of course. You get channel negative energy. Alright. So you can heal the undead or harm the living. Channel negative energy as a AoE for damaging living creatures is actually really strong in this game. I actually have a lot of fun with that with my evil clerics that I've played with. So, fun time there. Unholy Resilience is the same as Divine Grace. You get Charisma bonus to all of your saving throws. Plague Bringer. You're a beacon of corruption and disease. You do not take any damage or take any penalty from diseases. You can still contract diseases, though, and spread them to others. That's awesome. Fiendish Boon is the same as Divine Weapon Bond. So you bond with a weapon for a minute per level, and that ends up being up to a +6 bonus, or you can get Anarchic, Axiomatic, Flaming, Keen, Speed, Unholy, Vicious, and Vorpal. Add those properties to your weapon instead. We get the Aura of Cowardice. All enemies within 10 feet take a -4 on saving throw against fear effects. Creatures that are normally immune to fear lose that immunity while within 10 feet. That is strong, because there are some creatures that are immune to fear effects, and being able to be like, you're no longer immune to fear effects, like pairing this with a character who focuses on like necromancy is really strong. I really like that a lot. Aura of Despair. Enemies within 10 feet take a -2 penalty on all saving throws. Yeah, okay. All saving throws. Awesome. Expend 2 uses of Smite Good to grant ability to Smite Good to all allies, of course. Aura of Sin. Weapons are treated as evil aligned, yeah, for the purposes of overcoming damage reduction. Kind of like the Paladin, except for evil. Aura of Depravity gains DR5 good. That's actually really nice. That's a better DR than the Paladin gets, because there's so many evil creatures that DR5 evil is like, okay, the creature's just going to continue hitting you. Doesn't matter. And then each enemy takes a -4 on saving throws against compulsion effects. And then Tip of the Spear. Tears through heroes and rival villains alike. The Anti-Paladin gains 3 additional uses of Smite Good per day and can smite foes regardless of their alignment. That's when it gets strong. That's when that's actually useful. Yeah, the Anti-Paladin is intense. It's an intense debuffer for against the melee characters. Like, anyone within 10 feet is just taking on all of these debuffs. It's just huge. I love debuffing in this game, personally. Debuffing and buffing are one of my favorite kinds of roles to play in a party game. So, yeah, I dig this. I dig this a lot. So much debuffing. It's crazy. All right, now for my favorite archetype of all time. The Insinuator, which is like not an evil paladin. He's just a selfish asshole. Love it. So love it. Instead of worshiping a deity, you get to make an invocation to an outsider. You use diplomacy or knowledge religion, and it can be of your own alignment for free, or if you want to try a diplomacy or knowledge religion check, it can be with someone within your alignment by 1 step. So that's really sick. I love that. Gives you some flexibility on your powers there. Pretty sweet character. Really dig this one. Smite Impudence. So good. Freaking love it. You can choose 1 target within sight to smite. You can use, you can't use smite against a target that shares an alignment with the outsider that you invoked, right? But other than that, it works just like a paladin's does. Unholy Resilience, Plague Bringer, Fiendish Boon again, Selfish Healing. So you get Lay on Hands instead of the Touch of Corruption, but you can only use it on yourself. Which is just so hilarious. Oh, it's so good. Yeah, all of the Paladin Lay on Hand stuff, except only on yourself. Also funny, the Greeds. So you get, like, Mercy, like the Paladin's class ability, so you can take away Shaken, Fatigue, Exhausted, Confused, Dazed, all those different things, but it can also only be on yourself. God, I love this character. Oh, the Insinuator is so good. And you get Channel Energy, and the type of energy you channel is dependent on what type of outsider you invoked. If they're evil, it's negative. If they're good, it's positive. If it's neutral, you get to choose. You can instead choose to channel positive energy, but treats your effective cleric level as half his anti-paladin level. So it's going to be, you're going to have less channel if you're channeling positive because you invoked a neutral deity. But if you invoke an evil one, you get all of your negative energy. Yeah, Greeds. Aura of Ego. Oh, man. Each ally gains a +2 on fear effects. Each enemy gains a -2 on fear effects. So it's kind of an in-between the paladin and anti-paladin. Aura of Ambition. All enemies -1 in all saving throws. All allies +1 in all saving throws. Aura of Glory. That's giving everyone Smite Impudence, all of your allies. Aura of Belief. Weapons are traded as Chaos aligned, while you invoke a chaotic outsider, or lawful aligned when a lawful outsider, or evil aligned when you invoke an evil outsider. So if you invoke a lawful evil or chaotic evil, you're getting both. You're getting both alignments on your weapons, which is actually really nice for overcoming DR. You gain DR 10, that's bypassed by the alignment opposite of the outsider you have invoked for the day, or DR 5, while invoking a neutral outsider, which is pretty sick. I just love the versatility of this. Just you invoke a different outsider, so you get to just have different alignment bonuses each time based on what you want to do. It's so good. They also get these bonus feats, where it can be from skill focus or combat feats, which is awesome. Skill focus feats are so good. Getting free skill focus feats, I love that. Personal champion. An insinuator becomes a living embodiment of his selfish desires. Damage reduction from aura of indomitability increases to 15, 10 for a neutral outsider. You add twice your full charisma to the attack roll and double your bonus damage whenever you smite impudence. And can invoke a new outsider patron by meditating again. So you can just change in the middle of the day. It's so sick. Anti-paladin Insinuator is awesome. One of my fave archetypes for any character. I just love it so much. You don't get any spells as an anti-paladin. I don't believe. Nope, just as an insinuator, which is great. Awesome. They're just really cool. I love them. I love them so much. Just for your own glory. So good. Alright. Next is the Blighted Myrmidon, which is everything is the same as the Anti-Paladin, except this changes to Aura of Decay, where you can spend 2 uses of your Smite Nature ability to generate an Aura of Decay for 1 minute, where they'll take 3d8 points of damage unless they succeed at a Fortitude saving throw for half. If it's an elemental, fae, or creature that with levels in Druid, Hunter, or Ranger, you regain hit points from the damage you deal as well. So Aura of Decay is pretty strong. It does affect... No, it's just living foes. Only foes. So yeah, it doesn't affect your allies. That's actually really strong, especially since there are like Ranger... I won't spoil it too much. There are some Ranger enemies in late game that really kick your ass. If you're a veteran player, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And Aura of Decay would destroy them and just constantly heal you. So good. And then you have Smite Nature, where you choose one target within sight to smite, regardless of its alignment. If the target is an animal, elemental, fae, plant, or vermin, or has levels of Druid, Ranger, or Hunter, the Blighted Myrmidon adds your charisma bonus. So you can only do it on those nature-related subtypes, which does make your smite a little bit weaker in some cases. I mean, there are a lot of those different things, but like none of those are monsters. So monsters wouldn't count. But that's really cool. Smite Nature. So this is like an anti-nature character. I really like that one as well. It's very niche, but I think it could really work for you. The Iron Tyrant. This is your unarmed paladin. Or unarmed anti-paladin. Sorry, we had unarmed paladin. Now we have unarmed anti-paladin. All the stuff is the same, except instead of all these cruelties and stuff like that, you're getting Iron Fist, so improved unarmed strike. Whenever you make a successful attack. Okay, so it's based on your level. Right. Okay, as for the War Priest Sacred Weapon ability. Okay. Unstoppable. You can move through any difficult terrain. And then Fiendish Bond. And you've bonded with your armor instead. Which is pretty cool. Which just gains you the enhancement abilities. Or you can use their enhancement points to add fortification or spell resistance, which is really cool. So yeah, just kind of like a tanky monk anti-paladin. Not even a tanky monk, just a tanky brawler. He just likes to smack around with his fists. Really cool. And then you get these bonus feats as well. Must be a combat feat. And it has to relate to an Iron Tyrant's armor or shield, such as shield focus or armor focus. So this is kind of like an evil Captain America build. It's like an evil Captain America character right here. I'm down with it. Down with it. Next is the Dread Vanguard. This one's a little more complicated. Not actually that really, but kind of. So it's the Antipaladin, but wait, what else does it get rid of? Yeah, you're trading one of your auras for this Beacon of E.V.I.L. Where it's additional use of touch of your corruption. Oh. Da-da-da. What does it say? Okay. As a standard action, you can spend a use of it to manifest the darkness in your soul as an aura emanating 30 feet around you. The paladin and all allies in the area gain +1 profane bonus to AC and attack rolls, damage rolls, saving throws against fear. This effect lasts for 1 minute. At 8th level, grants fast healing 3 to everyone. At 12th level, AC, all that bonus increases to +2. At 16th level, fast healing 5. At 20th level, all the bonus increases to +4. And everyone gets unholy damage on their attacks. Jeez Louise. I don't know why you just wouldn't take this. I mean, if you really want the aura of sin, I guess. But this is like, whoa, Beacon of Evil, man. And then Dark Emissary. Can expend 2 uses of Touch of Corruption to mark 1 location. Oh, yeah. You mark it with the Stain of Evil. Okay. Desecrate spell. Mark the site with a symbol of pain. Okay, so at first they can be affected by crushing despair. Then it's symbol of pain, then symbol of weakness. And then all 3 of these effects overlap if they're all being used. Okay. Allies or evil creatures who serve the same power or organization are immune. Okay. Cool, cool. Man, this is like big AoE buff right here. Big AoE. Just all the bonus to you and your allies. Man, oh man. I don't know why you wouldn't. Everyone gets fast healing 5. Like, come on. And this. This lasts for a minute. A minute. That's 10 rounds of combat. I've rarely had combat go longer than that. My God. Yeah, I don't know. If you're an anti-paladin, just take Dread Vanguard unless you want something else specific. Insinuator's the best. But if you're just going to go with anti-paladin, just take Dread Vanguard because holy crapola. This one is strong. Strong, ladies and gents. Strong. You want it. Yeah. Okay. This is the Antipaladin. It's such a fun class, I think, for an evil character playthrough, honestly. So definitely check it out. Check out the mod Call of the Wild on the Nexus. If you're new to this game, continue checking out the game because Pathfinder Kingmaker is the best CRPG of all time. I'm happy to be here. I'm happy you're here. Thanks for watching my video. I am UnsungNPC. Keep an eye out for Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous coming out just around the corner, and I will catch you guys in the next video.